Three Graces Tree in Sweetwater Creek State Park by Jazz Floyd. It was a frozen winter day, but I had the impression that I had to go paint. I packed up my easel, a rectangular canvas, and headed out to my favorite park right outside of Atlanta. There were crinkling leaves covering the ground under the tree canopy at the park. I balanced my easel over my shoulder and hiked down the lefternmost trail towards the running water's edge. The path winds left of the water, away from the historic mill. A few weeks earlier, I had been hiking this very trail and had come across a striking tree with its canopy covered in brilliant, bright red star-shaped leaves. When I finally rounded the corner, I discovered that the tree had dropped all of its leaves. The ground was covered in them, but no red ones remained. The trunk of this tree splits into three large sections, reaching skyward. A few stories up, the branches all curve over the surface of the water, picking up light over the banks of the creek. In the brisk winds running through the park, the tree was at once beautiful and eerie. I set up the canvas where I found the most beautiful composition and set to work painting. I used a heavy red to lay in the sky, in memory of those brilliant leaves I had seen so recently. After a moment, a woman called out from the trail, causing me to jump up in alarm. She apologized and mentioned that there was a dog running loose through the park. Keep an eye out for Junior. She hurried down the trail, leaving me wondering about a dog running wild around me. The eerie attitude crept into the painting, leaving the ground covering beneath the tree described in purples and oranges. I made the grasses growing along the shore an autumnal orange. The trees on the opposite shore are simplified into purple and blue spots, highlighted later with light green dots of color to suggest the leaves catching the low winter light. The Three Graces tree is a soft form, reaching its limbs heavenward. The trunk is created with purple, blue, and light green brushstrokes. The curling branches narrow at the canopy, organically bending over the nearby waters. The creek itself meanders down the canvas in teals and soft blues, with cross-strokes of pink to reflect the brown leaves of the landscape. At the base of the composition, the blue ground is covered in peach and cream dashes of color to suggest the fallen leaves. A fallen tree trunk is rendered with the same colors as the Three Graces tree. My fingers were freezing, and I packed up the canvas, paint thinner, and easel to make my way back to the car. It was more than a mile up and down Sweetwater Creek's hills, back to the Welcome Center. A park ranger passed me on the trail.
How's it going?
How'd it go? What'd you make?
What do you think?
Oh, that's cool.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. That's awesome. You didn't happen to see a dog tied to a tree anywhere, did you?
No. I had someone mention that there was a dog named Junior on the loose, but...
Oh, yeah, a black dog, yeah. That's
haven't...
different. We've got two of them in here.
Oh, God.
He asked if I'd seen a dog tied to a tree. I asked if they had found Junior, and he replied that there were two dogs out in the park. An eerie scene after all. He complimented the painting, and we continued on our way. What a cold and curious winter day. Three Graces Tree in Sweetwater Creek State Park by Jazz Floyd.